So this is a rat problem a customer had, and this is how we solved it remotely. The homeowner had had the problem going on for a long time. He'd had a few companies out and couldn't solve it. And so we have done got on a few jobs now, and it's something we're doing more often and helping people remotely. So this is what we've done. This is what we'll tell you how we've done it, and at the end we'll tell you the result and how we came out to solve their problem. So the homeowner had had a problem for about 3 years. I had various companies coming out and not being able to solve the problem long term, and the rats coming back, and also getting quite a few smells as well. So the house consisted of an extension where the problem kept reoccurring. They just didn't know how. And so this part was the extension. This was the front of the house. Along the side there was another house there, so there was a gap between the extension and the next neighbouring house. That gap was about 1.5 feet, maybe slightly less, and it was quite earthily built up and rubbly in sections, so rats can easily dig underneath and go under. That was one of our pointers, that for them to actually be able to get that looked at and monitor it to see if there were rats coming in and out. That would have been a case of motion cameras. Now, but where we did point out that they had a sewer inspection chamber at the front of the house in the drive. Now, that sewer pipe came underneath the property, and this was the rest of the house here, going there. Now, they had had a rat flap put in here, which was the last point out, and that was the only pipe going into the property for this extension area and stroke part here. So there was no other sewer inspection chambers about to look at for this. There may have been on the other parts of the house, and there was a water one here, but for the point we were looking at was here. Now, because someone had put a sewer inspection camera down, but sewer pipes sections go off at a 45-degree angle here, and then it went straight on a little bit like that. Now the sewer inspection chamber, and from here the camera had been put down. They looked down here and couldn't find anything, but they hadn't got to this point, and no one had looked down here, and this then obviously went upstairs to a toilet and shower in the extension, or the other part of the bathroom. I'm not sure which part of the house, but that was needed to be looked at, because without knowing that, and that's where some smells were coming inside, that's where the homeowner, I heard noises in this bit as well, and there's smell, so that caused alarm bells. We did have a walk around the whole of the property on a live video, walked around here, we'd walked internally, we'd chatted and gone through all the processes, we'd seen what the other companies had done. So what we've done is coordinated for him to get a pest control company out, and he went off and got it sorted out. Someone come and have a look at the situation and home in on these areas. And what the pest control company done was they went upstairs and put a camera down into the sewer, into this sewer line coming from the toilet, and they found it broken here. So the camera that didn't manage to get down there, but when the pest control company came out, they knew in the rough areas of one of the spots to look at, came down here with the camera and found a break in here. Now, that's where the camera never got from here. Although that rat flap was positioned, it didn't solve the problem, because the rats were entering in and out, and hence the sewer smell the homeowner was smelling. The rats, now we believe that the rats were coming across and underneath from down the side of the extension and made their way across to this piping area. That's how it was solved. They're going to get this repaired, and that's a solution to a long-term problem. We brought a long-term solution to that. Now, we can't get out to places all over the country, but we are networking and looking to network with other pest controllers, so we can then recommend someone and say, yeah, okay, go out there, this is what it is, look at these targeted areas, and get them solving their problems on a long-term solution basis. So in this case, it all worked out, and they've solved a problem there.